Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. This quote was written by Truman Capote, who was an American crime novelist who grew up in the 1920s. He moved all around the U.S., starting in the South, and ended up in New York during the Great Depression. Truman used his failures as a stepping stone to rise up to be one of the best American crime novelists of his time. He used the roadblocks of the Great Depression, poor living conditions, and even low education to really boost himself up into being one of the best novelists there was at his time. This quote inspires me and can inspire a lot of college students because we put so much pressure on ourselves, even because we hold ourselves to such high standards. Failure to us seems like the end, not an obstacle. We are constantly comparing ourselves to others in class, on campus, and online. Even in class, I feel embarrassed if I don't understand a concept, and I usually fail to get help because I see it as a failure and it's my fault that I didn't understand it and not the teachers who I just need to have more explanation or whatever. But I choose to see it as a failure and as a roadblock and usually do not get help. Even though I should, because if I would, then I would probably have a better grade in class and feel more confident in myself that I can understand if I just ask for help. This also could help me build my self-confidence by talking to people and being okay with asking for help. For me especially, I'm a first generation college student, so there's even more pressure that I put on myself because I want to accomplish this not just for me, but for my family. This quote inspires me to embrace the failures by pushing through them and not seeing them as the end of the road, but as a stepping stone. And using these stepping stones, renamed failures, as the best thing that can come with success. Looking back at what I've overcome so far, all the hardships going through high school, going through community college, and finally making it to university where I'm going to accomplish my degree in the time that I wanted to. I wanted to accomplish my degree in 4 years, and that's what I'll be doing. Using all of those failures as a stepping stone, looking back and getting close to graduating makes graduating so much sweeter and the success so much better because I've worked so hard and I've taken all those failures and the overwhelming feelings and emotions that come with failures and being happy at the end and turning that new leaf really makes it even better. What happens if we were not, as humans, overly obsessed with failure and take it as it is and not as a learning tool or a stepping stone? Then we would just stop as soon as that failure happened and go right back to what we were doing, what was easiest for us, like just going to work and not going to school, or taking one class at a time because that's all we can afford. But if we push through and get through all of those hardships, work the extra job, work the extra couple of hours, stay up a couple of hours late to finish your homework, the success at the end almost feels better because you've tried so hard to get where you are. You just feel all of that weight that you've been carrying for so long lifted off of your shoulders. This quote even helps not just students in itself. It can help anybody. Businessmen, teachers, even parents can thrive in this quote because they see failures of their children not doing certain things at a certain age, but they can push through it and they can find confidence within themselves and in their children that they can do it. And they can find hope at the end of the day. By fighting through failures, it just makes success sweet. It makes it better. And Truman Capote really showed us this by overcoming one of the toughest times in American history and coming out to be one of the best novelists in his era. Anybody can achieve what they want to if they just push through and see failures as stepping stones, learning tools, and not as obstacles and roadblocks that end you from being successful. anybody can be successful if they just try. Fighting through those failures, those hardships, and those feelings that usually have people stuck in the mud for a while, it feels good to get out. And it feels good to be done with school, to move past that job, to have your kid walk for the first time. Every success is sweet with hard work behind it. And Truman Capote really said it the best. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Thank you.